morning students and welcome to our YouTube channel Gnan Manjari Modern School. So, in the previous video we have just started the new chapter, that was chapter number 2, adaptations in animals and plants. In that we have seen what are adaptations. There are some conditions in which only the animals can live. If the animals is from the cold region, then it only can live in the cold region, and if the animal is from the hot region, then it only live in hot regions. There are some adaptations of it. Okay students, then after we have seen that fish, about fish, that before fish we have also seen some of the animals like chameleons, hedgehog dog and etc., which have some of the adaptations. Okay students, next fish, then we have seen the fish, that there were some points I have written over in the board, that they have a boat like structure so that they can easily swim. Second was they can also change the direction with tail fin. Okay students, let us see further. So, then in fish we have seen that it respirate with its gills. Okay students, and it just breathe from its gills, and also it have the fins for the swimming and tail fin for the changing of the direction. Okay students, let us see further. And there was one point. Which point students? One point in fish is remaining. They take oxygen from the water. Okay students, they take oxygen from the water. Let us see the next point. See here students, the next is crocodiles and frogs. Let us see this point one by one. See here, crocodiles and fish have skin that is covered with scales. Crocodiles and frogs have features suited to live both on land and as well as in water. Means crocodile and fish have a skin covered with scales. Okay students, skin covered with scales. And crocodiles and frogs, crocodiles and fish have what? They have same scales above the skin, covered upon the skin. And next point is crocodile and frogs have, they can live in both, in water also and in also land also. Okay students, next point, the webbed feet of the frog helps it to swim in water, and its long hind legs helps it to leap around on land. See here, the frog has webbed legs so that they can swim in water, and it has hind long legs helps it to keep around on land. Okay students, the next point is the frog has a moist skin through which it can breathe in water, and lungs through which it can breathe on land. Thus it is adapted to living both on land and in water. Okay students, so what was the first point? Crocodile and fish have scale covered on the skin, and second point was crocodile and frog can live in both water and in on land. Okay students, the third one, the frog have webbed legs like duck legs. How the duck's legs are there, also have frogs that type of legs. Why? Because they can swim in water. Okay students, next is its long hind legs helps to leap around on land. They have long hip legs so that they can also move in the land. Next point it was the frog has a moist skin. Why they have moist skin? So in the water they can breathe from the skin and also have lungs. Why they have lungs? Because if they live on land, they can breathe in they can breathe from the lungs. Okay students, these are some of the points of crocodiles and frogs. Thus it is adapted to living both on land and in water. See here, next point is water birds. Water birds are also adapted to live to their living environment. See here, I am writing one by one point of water birds in the board. Water birds. See here, the first point, ducks have webbed feet that help them swim in water. Swim in water. Okay students, see first point what was? Ducks have webbed feet that helps them to swim in water. Let us see the next point. The next point is cranes and herons. Second point, cranes and herons which live in marshes and wade in water. Have long legs. Okay students, this is our second point, and now going to the third point, that is the wings of the penguin have evolved into flipper that help them to swim. Okay students, see here, these are the 3 points of water birds. So first of all, what are water birds? See, they can also live in water and they can also fly. These are the water birds. Let us see one by one here. See here, first have ducks have a webbed feet that helps them to swim in water. Okay students, they have, we all know that dogs have this type of feet. I can't draw perfect, but this type of feet they have, ducks have, so they can easily swim in water. Okay students, see, the next are cranes and herons, which live in marshes and wade in water, have long legs. They have long legs. Okay students, so they can live in water, wade in water. Okay students, third point, the wings of the penguin have evolved into flippers that help them to swim. We all know, we have seen penguin that it have flippers, so it helps when it goes in the water, it helps to swim this penguin. Okay students, see here, there are pictures over here. See here, in the page number 154, the first picture is of duck, second picture is of heron, and the third picture is of penguin. Okay students, these are the 3 points of water birds. And next are aquatic plants. So what are aquatic plants? The plants which grow in the water are aquatic plants, like lotus and some other plants, water lily, hydra. See here, there are example and figure of it. Let us read one by one the points. Plants such as the water lily and lotus have their roots fixed to the bottom of the pond, but the leaves and the flowers float on the surface. These plants have long, spongy stalk of the stem that helps them to stay afloat. See here, water lily and lotus, they are talking about water lily and lotus. They have their roots at the bottom of the pond, but their flower and leaf float on the water. Okay students, of what? Water lily and lotus. Next point, these stomata are on the upper sides of the leaves. Usually stomata are found on the underside of the leaves. See here, in water lily and in lotus, the stomata are on the upper side of the leaves. Okay students, why? If they are underside of the leaves, they don't get sunlight. Why? Because they have leaves are floating in the water. So in the upper side they have stomata, so they can take the sunlight. Okay students, next point, the leaves have a waxy surface from which water just flow or run off. Leaves have that smooth surface on the its leaves. Why? So the water can flow easily from it. Okay students, smooth surface, they have smooth surface, no any other things are there which breaks the water flow upon it. Next point is, the tips of the roots of these plants are protected by the root pockets. See here, the tips of the roots are protected by the which root pockets? Protected by the root pockets. Some aquatic plants such as hydrilla grow completely under water. They are fixed to the soil at the bottom of the lake or pond with their roots. They have long, narrow, ribbon-like leaves with no pores on them. See here, there is a picture of hydrilla which full grows under the water. Their leaves and flowers don't come upside. Okay students, this hydrilla grow under the water, and see here, there is a picture of it. Next point, some plants have spongy roots so that the whole plant can stay afloat in water. These some plants have a spongy root. Why they? So that whole plant can flow in the water. Okay students, flow or float in the water. See here, there is an example here. Water hyacinth. See here, water hyacinth and duckweed are the plant that stay afloat in water. Many of you may have seen small wayside ponds completely covered by water hyacinth, which has purple flower. Water hyacinth growth so fast that it left uncontrolled, it can chow rivers and lakes within a short time. So, this type of plants which have roots on the top and floats and flow in the water, they can easily manufacture the other plant, that type of plants in very short time. Okay students, and see here, aerial creatures, birds. Before this topic we have seen these aquatic plants. In that what we have seen, water and lily have roots at the bottom of the pond and their leaves and flowers are upon the water. Okay students, next was their stomata are on the upper side, not in the lower side of the leaves. Next point, they have waxy surface, means they have smooth surface, so water can flow easily. And next point was the tips of roots are protected by the roots pockets. Some aquatic plants such as hydrilla grow completely underwater. They are fixed to the soil and at the bottom of the lake or plant with their roots. They have long narrow ribbon like leaves and with no pores on them. Okay students, and at last we have seen the plant which have roots are on the top and flow easily and they can also reproduce in a very short time. Next we will see is aerial creature, birds. Okay students, we will see is aerial creature, birds. So what are aerial creature, birds? Birds have hollow bones and light boated shaped bodies that helps them to fly in the air. So what are first of all aerial creature, birds? Birds have hollow bones and light boat shaped bodies that helps them to fly in the air. Means they can fly in the air because why? They have boat shaped bodies. Second point, they have three kinds of features: soft down feature that keeps them warm, flight features that helps them fly, and tail features that help them steer. See here, there are three kinds of feature. First is soft down feature that keeps them warm. Second feature is the flight feature which helps to fly them, and the third is tail feature that helps to them steer. Okay students, next is they have strong wing muscles. Migratory birds can fly thousands of kilometers. See here they are talking about the migratory birds. They fly thousands of kilometers. Their wings are strong. Okay students, so they can fly thousands of kilometers. We all know, we have seen that in the I forgot the name of that place. In that place, in a season, some of the foreign countries birds come over there. I think Saputara, or I forgot the name of that place. Okay students, there the foreign countries birds come for the stay for some 10 to 15 days and then after goes back to, they travel thousands of kilometers from there. Okay students, they are migratory birds. And the fourth point, birds that soar high in the air have sharp eyesight. From high up in the air, eagles can spot a mouse moving on the ground. Means here in this point they are talking about the eagle. Eagle have very sharp eyesight. If they are above, very above in the air, and then also they can spot a mouse on the land. Okay students, so these are the aerial birds. See here, we are repeating this again. Aerial creatures, birds. Birds have hollow bones and light boat-shaped bodies that helps them to fly in the air. They can fly easily in the air. Why? Because they have boat-shaped bodies. They have three kinds of feature. First, soft down feature. In that, what they have, what happen? They can warm. They keep them warm. Flight feature, so that they can easily fly, and tail feature that helps them to steer. And third, that is, they have strong wing muscles. Migratory birds can fly thousands of kilometers. I have tell that. And at the last, the fourth point, that is, birds that soar high in the air have sharp eyesight. From upside in the air, eagle can spot a mouse moving on the ground. And then comes the desert animals. So what are desert animals, students? Deserts have extreme of temperature. They can get very hot during the day and very cold at night. They are also very arid or dry. Thus, animals that lives in deserts have to adapt to the desert climate. Animals that live in the desert gets all the water they need by eating desert plants that are capable of storing water. Animals in the Atacama Desert, where it is hardly even rains, licks the dew of the plant early in the morning. Elephants in the Kalahari Desert near the skeleton coast of Africa have also adapted themselves to live on the drop of water on leaves. This is water concerned from the mist and fog that blows over the coast. See here, now talking about the desert animals. So what are desert animals? In desert area, it is very hot in the daytime and it is very cold in the night time. So, and in the daytime they need water. So in desert area there is hardly a rain. So how they get water? In the night time, due to the mist and the fog on the leaves of the plants, there are some of the drops of water. Okay, they drink that, these animals drink that drops of water and live there. So they have adapted that. Next is lizards, scorpions, kangaroo, rats, insects and snakes of the desert burrow into the sand where it is shady and cool. They come out to feed at night when it is cooler and safer. See, lizards, scorpions, kangaroo, rats and some of these animals, in the daytime they don't come out, and in the night time when there is cool and safer they came out. Okay students, next is camel. We all have seen the camel, the most common animals we have associated with the desert. Camel is also known as sheep of desert. Okay students, is especially adapted to desert condition. It has special stomach like pouches where it can store up to 70 liters of water. It stores fats which gets converted to energy when the camel cannot find food. Okay students, camel can store up to 70 liters of water in their paunch. Okay students, and we all know camel is known as sheep of desert, and we have mostly seen in desert the camel. Okay students, next, see here, we are now just seeing what we have seen in this video, then after we will over this video. In this video, first of all, we have seen the crocodiles and frogs. In that we have seen the crocodile and fish have the same skin that covers with scales, and crocodile and frogs both can they can live in both water and on water and on land, and also seen water birds, that penguin, ducks and herons. And after that we have seen the aquatic plants, okay students, in which we have seen the lotus and water lily. Their roots at the bottom of the pond, and their flower and leaves just float on the water, and their leaves have the waxy surface, means the smooth surface, so that the water can flow easily from that, okay students. And we have also seen the spongy root example, that was water hyacinth, which have roots on the upper this plant on the surface of the water, okay students. They can just reproduce many in just a short time, that also we have seen. Then we have seen the aerial creatures. In that we have seen they have boat shaped bodies, so that they can easily fly, okay students. And migratory birds, they can travel up to thousands of kilometers. And then we have seen the desert animals. So what are desert animals? There are some adaptations of the desert to live in water. There are no rains in the desert, okay students. And how just they live in the desert? So how they live? They, in the daytime, desert temperature is very high, and in the night time the desert temperature is very low. So what just how they drink water? They just in the plants of the desert, at the very morning, there are dew and the mist, fog. Due to the fog, just that water droplets in the leaves, they drink that and just live. So these are some of the adaptations of these which we have seen: crocodile, fish and desert animals, and water aquatic plants and other things, okay students. Now please note down your homework. So your today's homework is you have to read and write the desert animals. Okay students, you have to read and write the desert animals in your homework book. These points, there are how many points? 3 points in that. These points you have to write down in your homework book. Okay students, up till then stay safe, stay home. Okay, bye students.